They've got a man in motion. It gives to Montgomery to start the drive. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Kittle brings it in. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. They'll motion him out of the backfield. 3rd and short, it's Burrow. That heater is going to fall to the turf. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And 4th and 4 coming up.
I'll tell you this, Kate, that's we got to be on the same page with one another and get both ends of the play right to execute, both the protection and ultimately completing that ball. They certainly want that play called back.
Connection made to the rookie from Washington. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They come through with 6 yards there, Brock, and they're rewarded with a new set of downs. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. 2nd and 13. Looking for a pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Here he is on 3rd and long. That's incomplete left side.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Like a good target, Brock. Neighbors is there. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they bring him down after he ran through him up to the 43. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
2nd and 1. Here's a loft deep down the middle. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
They don't complete a high percentage of these, but even the incomplete deep shots serve a purpose. It keeps the defense honest, knowing if they overcommit close, they could get burned.
It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings us to the end of this quarter. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. Couple of zeros on the board right now. More Madden Ultimate Team action coming up on EA Sports. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Throwing on 2nd and 13. Throw is there, Trey McBride. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. He's going to throw this one. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
He rolls to his right. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. Well, they had to try something there on 4th down, but that throw played right into what the defense was anticipating, Brock, and they make it hurt that much worse by taking the turnover back for 6.
Hey, I'm all for these great group celebrations, and, you know, I'm not Captain No Fun, but one of these times I'd like to see that player run that football over to the D coordinator who predicted that play was coming and really made the right call to create that opportunity.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. He lets one fly deep downfield. He drops it. Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. Just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
They'll throw on 2nd and 10. On the move, headed right. He finds his running back on a deep shot. Nicely done. Chasing him down outside that pocket, but it looked pretty clear, Brock. He should have pulled up instead of making that hit anyway.
These defenders can't help themselves. All right, the QB's got red jerseys in practice, can't hit them in training camp, and when they get out of the pocket, and you know every one of these guys wants to lay a lick on them, they just don't have the control and discipline.
If you ever doubted him, intended target there was David Njoku. So that brings up 2nd down.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
To throw again on 2nd and 10. Completed to his running back. This is ahead for about 5. Brought down by the veteran Carlton Davis.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Third down from the gun. Into the hands of Neighbors. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Working inside the red zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
He's got it. Touchdown, Atlanta. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with. I think of the receivers, they got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. Returns looking good so far. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. First and 10 now from the 30. Play action now. Burrow. Ertz reels it in. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 and the 31. Burrow from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Washington calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Burrow out of the shotgun. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They just get the play off. Gets everything he has under this throw. And it falls incomplete. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing it to start this drive. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Cameron Curl has it. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10. A give left side to Johnson. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution was pretty well done, too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. From the red zone now. And he will score. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders grab the lead on their first series of the half. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. From his own end zone, here we go. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Trying for the deep ball. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. Jukes one defender. And the Commanders will take the interception back across midfield before they finally track him down.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
Here we go. First down, Burrow to throw. Headed out right. Finds him on the crossing route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Looking to throw, Burrow. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Washington first. Here's the loom back on the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Escapes the pocket. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Commanders' ball. A chance at a win if they can hang on to their lead through the 4th. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. He's back to throw. They did it. He made the interception. Trayvon Diggs has got it. And he makes the house go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Kickoff taken at the 3. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33.
We've got ourselves a heck of a tie ball game, but maybe not for long after that return. Got one side clearly responding well to this pressure. Question is, some of those kicking team guys now running to play defense?
Oh, the football's loose. And this goes out of bounds. The fumble, not ideal, but hey, did end up being a small gain on the play.
You know, those defensive guys, they will tell you that the sideline's their best friend, right? A lot of these routes are trying to push the receivers and move the real estate. Sometimes the sidelines could be an offensive player's best friend when that ball bounces harmlessly out of bounds.
Gets this to Johnson. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. It's Montgomery on the counter. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
He puts some power on a deep one. He's got it inside the 25. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
You know by now, Kate, what I call that. That's that car wash ball. Just come to life. That's when you throw that ball right through that car wash and you throw it with such velo, it doesn't get wet. It's do it with that kind of accuracy down the field. This dude's elite.
This throw is caught. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this 1st and goal. Montgomery has the Washington touchdown. The Commanders jump in front late. David Montgomery with the touchdown. Prater able to tack on the extra point. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Chooses to bring this one out. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into a good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Quick slant caught by Neighbors. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Setting up to pass. Hits his running back. And this one doesn't go far. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here he is to throw. Finds Sanders. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Back to throw. That one complete to Njoku. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. The Falcons take a timeout to their final 1. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. from the 24. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short? Throwing now. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. Back to throw. Complete out to the right. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Pass play coming here. He's on the move. And it's not over yet. They score here in the final minutes, and now they can tie or even win this game right here. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Defense had a chance to scheme it up, now lined up to defend this try. He's throwing for it. Put the body on the line for his team. They didn't come here today to play for no overtime, Brock. They didn't come here today to come away with a tie. They came here for the W, baby. And that 2-point conversion has them now moments away from that.
So many factors go into a big decision like that, Kate. You got to separate the emotion of it. You got to look at where your team is, and ultimately, who do you trust the most? In these huge decisions, time and again, it's all about trust to me. And this staff, well, they put the trust in that offense to go deliver, and boy, did they ever.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. One final shot here. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Falcons earn the win in this one. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling and